let's get started. Okay, so yes, I did, Jeff. Okay, making sure everybody can unmute. I love it when you're interactive and you ask questions. It just really helps it go by a little bit better to where I'm not just feeling like I'm the only one talking. So if you have questions or you want to say something, feel free. This is interactive, and let's get going. So this is marketing strategies with a modern touch. Agenda: how to build your brand, social media marketing, incorporating technology into your marketing strategies. So, how to build your brand. I feel like that's something that people struggle with in our market, what we do, because they have to make a brand. And really, what do? We sell Medicare insurance plans. So, to build your brand in the Medicare insurance world, you need to focus on establishing yourself as a trusted expert through community engagement, educational events, and digital marketing, while emphasizing client relationships and personalized service. Does anybody want to throw out an idea of community engagement, what that might be in your community to grow your brand?
Maybe donating or sponsoring local events or different things like that.
Exactly, yes. And going to like senior centers or we used to call bingo at some senior centers and do arts and crafts. Food pantries this time of year good, especially people breaking into the business. So I say this in almost every training, and I'm going to say it again. It's unpopular opinion, but so this time of year, we're really focusing on people aging in, maybe a chronic special needs plan. It's the dual time. And what that is somebody who's on Medicare and Medicaid. In the past, it was more like Medicaid coordinating with Medicare Advantage versus having true D-SNP plans. And now we have true D-SNP plans that have groceries and rent allowance and utilities and all these things. And they're doing that because in the past, whether somebody had a tooth in their head or not, they were jumping plan to plan every quarter just to get more dental benefits. Well, now these carriers have looked into this and they see, we need to offer something to keep, these patients, these beneficiaries on this plan. It's not so much for retention, but it's also better for the beneficiaries because when you're skipping around a lot in plans, you tend to get lost in the shuffle. So they've added all these huge benefits into the true dual special needs plans. And I think now is the time, because I know that it's more sticky, that this is the time to go to like a food pantry and stuff like that to really engage with the people in your community. Because when you build your brand, if you're in your town, in your community, establishing yourself, you are going to become the resource. So getting out and getting involved in your community is a great way to do that. So community engagement, educational events, organize seminars, webinars, or workshops on Medicare topics to educate potential clients and establish expertise. Community involvement, engage in volunteering at senior centers, participate in local events, and connect with local businesses and organizations that support the senior population to expand your outreach. What are some businesses that maybe would be a good referral source for both of you? Any ideas, guys? Okay. A good one is real estate, realtors, because a lot of people downsize when they get older and they move potentially to a new county, which gives them what? A special election period. So it's really good to get that professional relationship with a realtor, dental offices, providers of any type, vision. There's a lot that you can do inside your community with other professions. Direct mail, I don't feel like direct mail works as well anymore. It does when it comes from the physician, but I don't know. Direct mail, target potential clients with direct mail campaigns that provide information about Medicare plans to invite them to reach out to you. That would be a great idea if you were doing like a postcard mailing in a zip code, maybe a zip code that is heavy in seniors. Like in Oklahoma City, that zip code is 73132 or 73089. You can go online and you can look at Medicare populations by zip code, and you might want to do a direct mailing if you're trying to get your brand built and get people to say, oh, yeah, Lisa does that, or Jeff does that, or Kyle does that, whoever does that. And because they got your postcard, that is one good way to do direct mail when you're just talking about marketing. Focus on client relationships. I feel like this is the hardest thing in our business, because when we focus on our client relationships, I mean, they can answer the phone and not be in our book of business anymore tomorrow, for all we know. But when you work on that client relationship, they're going to trust you and they're going to come to you, or just simply not answer the phone anymore. And to do that, we have to answer the phone when they call. We need to help them if they got a bill that probably they don't owe in the mail, or any situation, they got a medication that's no longer covered. We need to be the resource throughout the entire year, not just during annual enrollment or open enrollment period. We need to be there for them throughout the entire year, because that's going to build trust and they're going to start referring to you, which again builds your brand. So personalized service, deliver personalized advice and comprehensive support that fully aligns with each client's unique needs and circumstances, empowering them to achieve their goals effectively. Follow up. Consistently check in with clients to confirm their satisfaction with their plans and address any questions or concerns. Whenever, after you enroll somebody, I'm going to pick on you, Kyle. Whenever you enroll somebody, do you follow up with them and try to upsell maybe a dental or a dental and vision plan or life insurance or anything after you make a sell? Do you ever call and say, I'm just checking to see how your plan is working for you? Do you have any problems? And then address maybe they need a hospital indemnity or any other ancillary products. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, typically I like to check in. I always check in with my clients after their policy like recently goes into effect, so I can make sure they have all their cards and all their information, make sure they have my information if they have any questions, that sort of thing. But I do always like to bring up, always at the time of our appointment, the ancillary products. And I do bring up, if they don't decide to go with that right away, because of course we can, sell those anytime throughout the year, that we can talk about that at a later date. And I usually bring that up again at that initial call to see if that's something they're interested in. Or like you mentioned, if we're offering supplemental products, bring up the dental or vision that they didn't choose to add at that time.
Yes, perfect. Exactly what he said. Client testimonials. Highlight positive client experiences on your website and social media platforms. I see this all the time, and I don't really see it a lot with our agents. Our agents I don't see where they connect with their clients and say, how did I do? Do you mind giving a client testimonial? We do, because we do surveys on clients that come through the call center and that we put out into the field through leads. We check on them and we get the feedback, and we get reporting back to us that says highly satisfied or dissatisfied. And we put those positive client experiences in our newsletter, on our websites. And I feel like we're missing a big opportunity to do that on our own social medias, because all your friends have parents who need Medicare. Brand building strategies. Stay compliant and informed. Medicare guidelines. Dive into Medicare's marketing and communication guidelines to ensure you're on the right track. Understanding these rules will help you create compliant and effective strategies that resonate with your audience. So, what kind of guidelines what kind of red flags do you see when you think in your mind, Lisa, that if you were to stay compliant and informed for your agents and you, or your clients and you, are there any red flags that pop into your mind that maybe you have a question about?
Permission to contact, probably. How long does that? I don't know. No, I don't want to engage today, Taryn.
Okay, I'll leave you alone, Lisa. Yes, so consent to contact is a great example. if it's not a lead that comes through us and we don't have the scope of appointment and we didn't give it to you and you're building out in your community and you're engaging with people, the biggest thing is following up with them, and you will need a permission to contact in order to do that. Commission to contacts and scope of appointments last a year. Am I right about that, Charlie? I always question this.
Yes, 1 year.
Huh? I always question it. It just seems long to me. I think it's because I'm thinking scope of appointment 48 hours before, I don't know. Stay updated on changes to Medicare regulations and available plan options. That was a big deal this annual enrollment period. There were several Medicare Advantage plans that left markets. And what did that trigger, guys? If a Medicare Advantage plan leaves a certain county, what does that trigger for guaranteed issue for? That steps. So because we know that and we're up to date on our industry updates and our standards, anytime a Medicare Advantage plan leaves, you're going to be able to enroll them guaranteed issue into a Medicare supplement plan. That's the reason you're seeing so much increase in the med sup world right now, because there was so much pullout of markets during the annual enrollment period. And there is just price hikes across the board, and even some carriers leaving Medicare supplement space altogether. Your brand is a promise to your customers, a promise of quality, consistency, competency, and reliability. That's Jason Hartman. Some of the things that consistency could be is going at the same time each month to that senior center and holding Medicare educational, or to the library, or following up on those providers that you've gone into the front desk and said, do you mind if I put these RAC cards out? Or do you mind, this is what I do, here are my cards, I would love for you to refer patients to me. Be consistent, always show up, be on time, make sure you know what you're talking about, and be reliable. And definitely quality. And that goes with serving the client throughout the entire year, because you become trusted. Media marketing. We're going to talk about defining your goals, know your social media platforms, the impact of social media, content strategy, and engagement and community building. This seems to be a hot topic that a lot of people ask about, is social media content and how to market. Something I learned today as I was looking at some stuff on Jarvis is they actually have free customizable social media marketing that you can put in your Facebook or your Instagram, and you can then download and you can advertise for carriers. They have that. So that was something unique that I found today. I usually don't dig into that stuff. So define your goals, social media marketing. Start by defining what you aim to achieve with your social media marketing efforts. Do you want to make yourself to where you're viewable in your community for your brand and for what you do? Or do you want to gain followers? Do you want to gain clients? That's where you start. And then the brand awareness, increase the visibility of your insurance brand. So you should be posting on your Facebook, turning 65, anything to grab somebody's attention so that they know retirement plan, insurance planning and retirement, that is what you do. Build customer engagement, build relationships and trust with your audience. And then provide customer education, provide valuable content to help customers understand insurance. Each platform has its unique strengths. Select the ones that best match your audience and content strategy. Facebook is great for community building, targeting older demographics, running ads, and engaging through groups. To where Instagram is visual platform, ideal for the younger, more image conscious users. Use stories, reels, and posts for educational content. LinkedIn is ideal for business to business. Insurance, building professional relationships and sharing insightful industry content. Twitter X or Threads, good for quick updates, industry news, and engaging with tech-savvy audiences. YouTube for more detailed content like a welcome to Medicare orientation, customer testimonials, or explainer videos. What's an explainer video? Does anybody know? An explainer video is going to be more of an educational video where you're going to go on YouTube and do like a Medicare orientation on YouTube and upload it. TikTok is a growing platform for younger audiences, create fun, engaging, and educational content. The reason we want you to know your socials is so that you are on the right platform to sell your Medicare insurance policies. The impact of social media is track the performance of your social media activities and understand what's working. Key metrics to track are engagement rates, which are the likes, comments, shares, click-through rates, conversion rates, lead generation, and return on ad spend. Facebook, you can set an amount that you want to use on your marketing, and it'll tell you what you can get, but it's fairly inexpensive. It is not expensive at all. The tools you can use analytic tools like Facebook Insights, Instagram Analytics, or third-party tools like Google Analytics to track website traffic and conversions. So a conversion is somebody who has come onto your social media and then they engage with you and they want to talk to you about things coming up. So they may send you a message in Messenger, or your number may be on an advertisement on Facebook, and they may call you. All of those are conversions because you're making them from an audience member to now you're engaging with them. A/B testing, experiment with a variety of ad copies, eye-catching, creatives, and innovative strategies to continuously fine-tune and elevate your campaigns. Watch your results soar as you discover what truly resonates with your audience. My happy birthday posts that I do, I'm telling you, every month I get at least one person, at minimum, one person off of those. So to me, whenever I look at my engagement and I look at what's working, it's my happy birthday post. It's a picture of me. I typically use AI just so it changes up the picture. I'm not going to go get that many headshots done. And then I use Pixar or Canvas to make a picture like happy birthday or whatever the case may be. Your content should be informative, engaging, and tailored for your audience's needs. Some ideas include educational posts, break down complex insurance topics into digestible posts, videos, or infographics. That's really what Threads is that it's like the Reader's Digest version. You can also do that on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you choose. Use simple language, explain the benefits of various insurance policies. Now, if you're going to talk about benefits of various insurance policies, either you need to be incredibly generic, or you need, if you want to highlight a carrier that works well in your area, you might go on their website, like I mentioned with United Healthcare, and they have tons of free posts that you can use. Interactive polls and quizzes. Create polls or quizzes that help potential clients assess their insurance needs and prompt them to seek out more information. Infographics create easy to understand visual presentations of complex insurance concepts such as how premiums work, what is covered under policies, etc. I think a good infographic that everybody should be doing, including me right now, is that maybe we need to be discussing the Inflation Reduction Act by Biden-Harris administration, that now there's not a donut hole. That crazy donut hole is gone and they've capped it from $8,500 to $2,000. That would be a good infographic. Customer testimonials share stories of happy customers who benefited from your insurance products. This builds trust and shows real life value, especially if it's somebody's neighbor who comes across your social media and they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know Jim saw Kyle to buy his insurance. So that does help with that too. It connects some dots because if they're looking at it, it's a good chance that somebody else in your area is going to see it as well. It's just how it works. Insurance myths. Address common misconceptions and debunk myths around insurance. Some of the misconceptions is that if you have an HMO, you have to get a referral to see in-network doctors. It's not really the HMO that's doing that as much as it is the physician, the specialist that you're going to see. Tips and advice. Offer tips on saving money with insurance, choosing the right coverage, or preparing for the future. Preparing for the future goes back to life insurance. I love selling that. That's the last question I ask anybody after my follow-up call is when was the last time they looked at their life insurance or burial coverage. Scheduling posts. Maintain a consistent posting schedule across platforms. Use a content calendar to plan posts ahead of time. Aim for daily posts on platforms like Facebook and Instagram and 2 to 3 times a week on LinkedIn or Twitter. Optimal times. Research when your audience is most active. For example, mornings or late evenings for Facebook and Instagram, business hours for LinkedIn, etc. I have noticed that if I post of an evening, it gets a far better reach than if I post in the morning or afternoon.
Taryn, I have a question about that.
Yeah.
So are you suggesting that, like, I have a Facebook page, but it's just my personal friends? Are you suggesting creating a different profile?
No,
Or
I post on, I said we because Charlie and I do this, but we post on our own Facebook page because even
okay,
your friends, think about your friends and their age. Their parents probably need a resource. Their neighbor probably needs a resource. And the more people, whether they're 65 or older or not, they're going to know that you're the local resource and they're going to spread your name word of mouth and your phone number word of mouth. So I wouldn't say that you need a business page, but I would definitely be posting on your page.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Engagement and community building. Engage with your audience regularly, respond promptly, answer questions, comments, and direct messages to build trust, ask conversion starters, ask questions, and share content that encourages interaction. And encourage user-generated content. Encourage satisfied clients to share their stories or photos and tag your brand. So if somebody's happy with your service, Lisa, I would say, if you love what I've done for you, feel free to tag me in your post on Facebook. I would love for you to do that. I also, by the way, just so everybody knows, when it comes to social media, I go into my settings on all of my platforms to where I'm going to review things that people share to my page before it's shared. I have to approve it. So I do that just in case. You never know what could come up. Compliance. Ensure transparency. Clearly outline the terms and conditions of insurance policies. Don't promise unrealistic benefits. Follow legal regulations. Make sure your social media content follows CMS regulations for advertising and data protection. For the 2025 marketing season, CMS emphasizes CMS approved content for websites and social media, prohibits unsolicited contact, and requires prior consent with an opt-out option for email marketing. With a new rule requiring TPMOs to obtain prior express written consent before sharing beneficiary information. So if you are going to share a testimonial, either change the name or you will need written consent to do that. So here's a sample weekly content plan. Monday, Insurance Mythbusters. Tuesday is Testimonial Tuesday. Wednesday, share a graphic on Medicare plan options. On Thursday, do a live. Go live on Facebook and do a question and answer session on Facebook or Instagram stories. Post a tip on how to choose the right plans for you. Saturday, weekend polar quiz. Is Medicare Advantage or MedSup right for you? Sunday, inspirational post or a story of how insurance can offer peace of mind. But there's always a but. Keep in mind, Once a week is better than 0 times a week. Pick a realistic schedule you know you can manage. Create reminders. Write a month or a year worth of content while you're in the zone, and then set up monthly reminders to get them scheduled within the app. Meta only lets you program within 30 days. That's going to be your Facebook and Instagram. Facebook, Instagram can be programmed at the same time through Meta's Business Suite. So, Lisa, my profile is public, and I pay $15 to be Meta verified, so everybody knows I'm a real person that they can call. I'm a trusted source. I did that with my normal Facebook page and Instagram pages. It's $15 a month, and yeah, I get access to all the insights, the Meta insights. Incorporating technology into your marketing strategies, social media and blog content, search engine optimization, automation with CRM, which is Charlie's department, mobile apps, SMS marketing through text messaging. Can you do that through our CRM, Charlie? The SMS marketing, texting?
You can. Absolutely.
Awesome. Using AI, I mentioned before, Charlie and I use AI all the time. We sit in the office together and make some funny ones. Like at Halloween, we were witches. It's just fun. And AI, everybody knows it's AI. You're not going to fool anyone, but it's just fun. Reviews and reputation management in digital advertising. Using these tools on your own website creates trust and increases your search engine optimization. Ask your upline for relevant content and or find these tools on your carrier website to do blogs, videos, insurance tips, and infographics. For creating and managing digital content, consider apps like Canva for design, Buffer and Hootsuite for social media, Grammarly for writing, and MailChimp for email marketing, along with tools like Trello for organization. For your social media, not your CRM. Automate outreach using CRM tools. Charlie, would you like to talk about this since you know more about CRM, or do you want me to?
I don't mind. So many CRMs offer outreach tools such as mass texting and email blasts. I know ours does. You can send emails targeted for campaigns to inform clients about Medicare plans, enrollment periods, and other relevant information. You should consider using text messages for reminders, confirmations, and other quick communications, but be mindful of compliance. I use text messages for all sorts of things, including marketing. You just have to be very careful about the compliance with your CRM's. How do I need to say this? With the phone service provider of your CRM, because if you're not in compliance with their rules, they could possibly it could possibly cause you some problems there. So you just need to be a little bit careful with that. Mobile apps, some CRMs include agent-facing mobile apps that can be used to communicate with clients when on the go. You can also use customer-facing mobile apps to request quotes, reprint ID cards, and other communication. Many apps include the ability to use AI to automate communication to customers. Ours does that as well. I haven't used it yet. I prefer to do those small tasks on my own. I don't know. I haven't quite trusted all of that yet to a CRM. I'm sure someday I will, but right now I still have the time to do it myself, so I do it. But review and reputation management, is that yours? Yeah, that's yours.
Okay. We all know the best.
Easy, man.
I know. We all know the best advertising is often word of mouth. Word of mouth is huge. Take a moment to ask your clients for referrals, but also make it a habit to ask them to submit an online review. Reviews can increase unique content on platforms like Google and Yelp, which can positively impact your search engine rankings. Customer reviews are incredibly important for businesses because they significantly impact reputation, influence purchase decisions, and provide valuable feedback for improvement, ultimately affecting sales and customer satisfaction. Kyle, have you ever used Google for your
I
visible
do
on
use
Google?
Google, yes. Yeah.
Is it expensive?
No, it's I think it's free.
Mm. No, I have not made it that far yet in my advertising. For me personally, I'm honestly
Okay,
busy,
I'm
but
not using it for advertising. No, I do have my
oh,
business page up there. Wes has done some Google advertising, and I did get some calls from some people off of there. So it does work. It like pops you towards the top of the search when you search Medicare. So I don't know what the cost of that was, but I think it's probably, worth looking into.
yeah, I might do a whole thing about that as I research it. And that's it. There's me. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Especially of CRM, since Charlie didn't get to talk that long.
Look
I
at
do want to
her.
check to make sure that this will be made available, the recording, because I do want to play around and, go back and use some of your ideas.
Yes, 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 yes. I will send this to you. I'll send the recording to your email, but it will also be on our Medicare Compare USA resources as well,
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
and on YouTube, because we do utilize YouTube. Do you have questions?
I
That
will
was really
point out that our CRM has some great marketing ideas that are already put together. If you go in there, and I'd be happy to lead you through it if you want to. I can show you what's already put together and how to use them. So if you're interested in it, just let me know, and I'll spend some time with you to show you what's there and how we can use them.
Yeah, when are you going to
great.
teach me how to use the CRM?
Whenever we have time.
Hi, Lisa.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Um,
I wrote it myself.
a ton of information, and I'm going, I can't do it all, so I'll start somewhere, right?
I think the best place I started playing around with marketing was Facebook. Once I came over to Medicare Compare from the carrier, I was able to, and it was fun. That's a good starting point is Facebook. And AI, PixArt's pretty good.
No, I'm not ready for AI yet.
Charlie,
We
do you
get
mind
some
taking
really
over for a
funny
second? Because
ones.
I have a daughter in the ER.
Oh, you're good. We get some really funny ones. We get some that are completely unusable and that are really just good for a laugh, and then we get some that are usable and people who know us know that it's not really us. But I'm gonna let on a little secret here. Our pictures that we use on our. I think if you know us well, you know that our pictures on our teams profiles are not actually us. They are incredibly like us. Somehow we've gotten them very close, but the picture of me looks just like me whenever I'm done up real well, but it's not me. And then the one of Taryn, you really can't tell it's not her, but it's not. It's AI as well. So we've gotten to where we can get it really close sometimes, but not. So, um, it's funny though, the ones, some of the AI pictures that we come up with are horrendous, and then some of them are really very, very, very good. So, it's a lot of fun to come up with them and see what kind of craziness we can come up with. But once again, I'll go ahead and end the meeting. It sounds as if she's got a little bit of a family emergency, but we'll go ahead and end the meeting right now. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. But Lisa, Kyle, if you guys want to see what our CRM is able to do, capable of doing, and what's already built in the system as far as marketing, I can show you. But they do have some great marketing tools already built for us. And so it's really just plugging in your own information and sending it out. So it's pretty well already built and ready to go for us if you want to use it.
Last fall during AEP, it was kind of a very quick overview while I was just learning how to use it and went, oh my gosh, it'll do what? And
Yeah.
then I just moved on. So it would probably be good to get back and just go, okay, increase what I use that for.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to show you anytime. So you just let me know when you've got some spare time and we'll take care of that. We'll do that for you.
Okay, thanks. And I was on the training on Medicare, our broker website, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of information uploaded there. And I'm thinking, how long has that been there? Because it's just, did you upload a whole bunch of new stuff, or have I just been not
No, it
looking?
just slowly gets added as we as we create content, it slowly gets added. So I think, every time I'm on there, I uncover something new that I didn't realize was there too. So it goes pretty deep. We don't even realize it. So anyway, well, Taryn's back. I was just telling them that we could go ahead and end and let you have your phone call, but
Oh, it's done. It's good.
all right. Well, guys, if that's all, then we'll just go ahead and end here, and you guys just let us know if there's anything else. Lisa, reach out to me, and we'll set a time to go over the content in the CRM, the advertising content.
Okay, I will. Thanks,
All
ladies.
right.
And Kyle.
Sounds
Thank you
great.
so much.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Y'all have a
guys.
good
Bye.
one.